Hi folks, Anita here, and I am back with another budgeting video. So I know there are quite a few videos coming up here in the last week and the coming week, but that is because, of course, it is a new month and I wanted to get these videos up, but I didn't want to have everybody sitting at like all in one video. This way you guys can kind of take a look, watch what we want, and so forth. As the title suggests, today is my sinking funds video. Now it is a sinking funds / cash envelopes, and that is because right now the ones that I'm going to be tracking are kind of like ones that we will be using, but at the same time, like, we may not have to use them every month, so that's why it's a sinking fund, but I'm going to consider it a cash envelope because it does have cash in it. Anyways, so one thing that has happened, so I have moved, so I kept this in the same spot right here at June, but the budget itself, I had it behind, so I actually had it back here, but I decided to put it here now. And a couple things also have changed. So after I did this here, I talked with the hubby, and we are going to actually change a few things. So one, I actually did not add up all the subscriptions. So this is actually going to be higher, but I'm not going to change on anything on here right now. I'm just going to let it go, and I'll be putting the actual amount, and we'll go from there. Because in July, I am going to base July's budget off of what we actually paid and what we used. So the subscriptions is actually going to be roughly $30 instead of $21. And what was the other thing? Navient, we're going to actually go down to $50 versus $100. Groceries is changing. Oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to hit you. So groceries, this is like the one sheet that I had already. Groceries is going down to 120. Eating out is going to go down to 60. And then of course I already have changed the allowance to 100. I put 40 here, but I don't know. It's either going to be $40 or $50. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. Probably 40 to be honest. So we have all that, and I got to thinking, and I realized that we don't have an auto maintenance on here. So that is one other thing which I will just end up adding this. I won't even actually add it. I'll probably put a note somewhere. Because we need to get the oil changed in the Jeep, and once I get my new driver's license, we are gonna go ahead and at the same time change, well actually by the end of July we actually need to change over our license plates, so our registration to Missouri from Washington. So yeah. So, let's see. These here are the ones that I will be tracking as far as the sinking funds go. So household, auto maintenance, auto insurance, renter's insurance, date night, and medical. I'm not going to worry about tracking groceries because most of our grocery funds is going to be coming from food stamps right now. So I can kind of track it that way. And actually, okay, so eating out is the same as date night. I just changed it. I'm just used to saying date night versus eating out. And medical is health, household. Yep, those are the ones I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to take this out. Owie, sorry guys. And I'm going to just check this on the back of the budget. Let's see here. Hey now, no curling on me. And I did go from the end of the page. Did I do? Okay. And I might actually keep you guys kind of zoomed out for this part of it. That way I can make sure that you guys are all in the screen. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in just for this little bit of it here. Whoa, too much zoom. Alright, there we go. So let's see here. We have, and I'm going to do this in order. Let's see. Alright, so we have auto insurance. We have auto maintenance. And date night. Household. Medical. And lastly, renters. Okay. Put down the total line. Alright, and lastly for this here, I am going to draw a couple lines. Let's see. Now that I've actually been able to lay this down, kind of see how it looks, I can see now that I can actually take this fund and total and I can basically move those over a little bit. The total actually is just fine, but the fund and everything up here I can move over just a little bit. Alright guys, sorry about that. I do not know where I left off. Anyways, my husband kind of came in, we talked, so I forgot where we were at. But it looks like we're pretty much done. So this is my sinking funds for, sinking funds / cash envelopes for the month of June. And pretty much everything is going to end up starting out with 0. Because this is all brand new. So we're just going to say 0. And then at the end of the month, I will come back in and I will go through and go through with you guys and tell you how much we put in, how much we took out, and what the balance is at the end of the month. That's pretty much for the sinking funds. Now, I did want to go ahead and combine one other part with this just because it is such a small video. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna zoom back out. So as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in at the beginning of June. That way I have the budget, and then I can go ahead and flip over and show how much we put in the sinking funds. Now, I am going to be doing the weekly check-ins. However, I don't have that page up yet. And so what I'm going to do is, because I want that on this side of the sheet, I'm going to flip this over and start my transaction log. Now, the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I did order a kit from Caffeinated Kate. So if you kind of see something similar, that's where I got this background. I was able to kind of copy it. So it is just for personal use. I'm not selling these with this background. It is personal use. So, excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and just start this here to get it put in here. And this will basically allow me to kind of keep track fairly easy of all of any purchases that we make through the month. I am trying to do no spend challenge basically on myself and for our household, because right now as it is, I don't have work and my husband is working, but it's not like a guaranteed like 40 hours per week type thing right now. So we're just taking it 1 week at a time. We talked last night, and I think it was last night, and I am going to be doing more of my Instacart. I'm gonna zoom you guys in, but I'm gonna be doing more of the Instacart. So I am trying to do a goal of $250 every week income. Basically, that allows me to do about 3 or 4 orders per day, work for a couple of hours, and then come home and basically, or in between orders, basically be able to be home, clean the house, and you know, take care of those items and try to have dinner ready for my husband. So let's see here. So I have that one on there, and I'm just going, so I am just going to put this one, I think, right down here. That way I get full use of the page. And if I have to, I can make another page. My goal is not to do that. And what I will be tracking on here are items other than bills. So I may actually track, let's see. I'll take a look, because what I may do is I may actually write everything out on a different piece of paper and see kind of like what gets paid and when. This is off, guys. This is driving me bonkers. Because I know if I were to do every single thing every single week, which I could just group it, you know, if I were to write down, like, let's say the 1st of June, I could write in cash sinking funds, and just write the total amount that we put in there. And then I could still write out our regular bills. So like I was saying, you know, I could do like 6-1 rent, and then of course category is basically household, you know, and then on the 3rd writing out MMU, which is our utilities. I could do that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that quite yet. Like I said, but I do want to at least have our non-bills wrote down. So anytime we buy groceries, anytime we buy household items, anytime I spend my spending money type of thing, I wanted to keep track of that. My husband's spending money, I'm not going to keep track of because he pretty much uses it mainly for his vape orders and Steam games. But with the Steam games, sometimes he gets it refunded. So I don't want to do that. I'm just going to write out, if anything, if I write it out here, you know, I'll include just the cash envelopes / sinking funds, which will include his amount. This way I just can kind of keep track of my spending because I know I'm a spender, and also keep track of what we're buying for our house at this time, which I know there's a couple things I want to get, just because we have no counter space in our kitchen. Like literally what came with our counter space was there was some counter space here. If anybody plays like The Sims, you have counters and then you have like a sink. So basically our sink, our double sink, basically our counters are 2 of our double sinks. So we have a counter, sink, double sink, and counter. That is it for our counter space. Now when we moved, we did have two rolling carts basically that I put in there, but other than that we have no other counter space. And our shelving, we can only use partial of our shelving right now because we have a mice problem and an ant problem. So we are working on getting that, and that's part of the reason why I want to do this transaction log, is that I can keep track of what we're paying out for gardening and like insect stuff. And then we're also going camping this month, so I want to see how much we're spending on camping. And I'm doing all of this because this is a new state for us, and I'm used to Washington State prices, and I want to know what prices we're having to do with down here. That way in future years I can budget and plan for these events a little bit better. Alright guys, well that is pretty much it. So we done the sinking funds layout, and just to kind of show again, so here is May. Today is officially the 31st of May. So flip through. So we have my layout. So 31st, as you can see, I've been filling. Oh, you cannot see. Let's do a little bit better here. All right, so this is my layout for this week. As you can see, I've already kind of started my day goal here, basically. I still have a few things left to do, but then it flips over into June. So this is the total debt flip over June budget, sinking funds, and then this here is going to go here. So it's going to go, this is going to be the weekly check-in. Like I said, I haven't gotten it ready yet. Transaction log. And then all of our paychecks that we are going to do is going to be in a separate binder. That way I have a little bit more room to play with on those. And then it just goes right into June. So as you can see, I already have the month set up. Now, one thing you'll notice from the June budget video, I have went in and I added these payday stickers. So the pink ones are for basically my husband's paid. Technically he gets paid on Friday, but because I am going to be budgeting everything Monday through Sunday, because sometimes we don't actually get his pay on Friday. Sometimes we'll get it over the weekend, or he'll get it at the end of the day on Monday. So, excuse me. So, I'm going to be budgeting Monday through Sunday. The ones on Wednesday are the days that I get paid from Instacart. So, because my goal this month is to earn $1,000 from Instacart, that's basically $250 every week, minus this last week here, because that one will not get included until, I'm thinking about not including that one until July, but we'll find out at the end of the month exactly how I'm going to incorporate these last 2 days. If I'm going to have 5 paychecks in June, or if I'm going to have 4. Because if I do 4, then I will be covering this Monday, June 29th to July 5th with his and my Instacart. And then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll probably do, if I do it this way, if I do it to where the paycheck on the 29th, the payday on the 29th isn't included in this one, I'll do July as 5 paychecks. That's just because there's more days in the week for July. So if we flip over to August, we will see the last 2 days. The 31st of August is a last day. So I may end up doing it to where whichever month has more days of the pay period, then that will be the month that gets the extra paycheck. So like this one in September, there's 28, 29, 30, but October will have the 1st through the 4th. So I will probably include this one in October. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 in October. But that is a whole, that's months down the line. We got plenty of time. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And, excuse me, sorry about that. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below. I do try to take a look at the comments daily and reply as soon as I can. With talking with the husband, I am going to be getting into a little bit of a better routine as far as getting up, which I'll be getting up like at 7 a.m. which is when he gets up. Lately I've been not getting up that early, more like noonish. But yeah, that's the life of a stay-at-home wife, I guess, right now, because I'm not working. And just the life in general right now, with it being the COVID and not everything opening up. You know, you have to make sacrifices and you have to figure out what's going to work for you. And that's kind of what we're doing right now. That's the whole reason why right now my goal is just $1,000 a month. Just because that $1,000 is going to help with paying out so much and relieving some of the stress on my husband as far as our financial capabilities right now. Because I'm estimating that he's gonna get roughly I think I said like $5.30 a week if he gets 40 hours. He did just get a raise, so he is at now $13 an hour. So, and granted, it is estimated hours pretty much. Yeah, some weeks he may only work 3 days out of the week. The other 2 days he will not work, or he may work like 2.5 days, and have 2.5 days off basically. It is very inconsistent right now, so that is part of the reason why I'm still looking for work. I did just find out that, excuse me, the local hospital that I'm trying to get work at said to call back mid-June, where I can possibly be able to get in and do some job shadowing. I am trying for a patient rep service position. I don't know if it's just because of the COVID right now that they are kind of slowing down on their hiring. I'm not sure. I'm going to try and reapply again and contact them again. And try and get that position. I figure, hey, I apply, shows that I'm interested, try and call, shows more that I'm interested. We'll see how things go. Alright guys, I know I got onto a jibber jabber there. Anyways, good luck, have fun, enjoy the summer, enjoy June. Let me know how your June is going, how your summer going. Hey, are you in school? Are you going for something? Are you trying something new? Let me know down below. Alright guys, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.